Good evening, 47. Your target is Wen Ts'Ai, the highly influential Southeast Asian food critic. He is notorious for his sadistic attention to detail and relentless criticism of the smallest errors. The client is the partner of a Singaporean chef driven to suicide by the target's cruel response to a bottle of over-chilled ice water. We have learned that the target will be at the Himmapan Hotel in Bangkok, where he plans to review that hotel's award-winning cuisine. Complicating matters, the target has recently retained a private security team in response to his increasing notoriety. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck. Good evening, 47. Our on-site intelligence has confirmed that the target has arrived at the restaurant and that his security team has already swept the area. Good hunting.
So, in the fancy Himmapan Hotel, there is very ill-tempered food critic in here. So let's just make some good. Let's just make him say something like a cake he's gonna always remember, because he's gonna wandering around sampling all these foodstuffs and things around here. But I just already poisoned one of those for him to then say meet him. It might be a slow method of taking care of that guy, but then again, 47 must be a man, patient man, to be actually capable of pulling off these kind of missions. So no, I got the food poisoned. Now I got a waiter outfit. So let's just go and say hello to him, because he's very important guest. I must be actually there to listen what he has to say about all kinds of things.
Someday you may own your own restaurant.
There is the most terribly acrid stench in the air. Tile cleaner or some such. Are you wearing cologne?
Well, my girlfriend's a perfumier, and she...
Stop it. Are you trying to kill me? Is this some sick joke? You know I am coming to visit your little establishment, and you decide, lovely, let me utterly cack all over it. Is that it?
I assure you, sir, I never thought...
I can barely breathe, you beast. I shall have to recalibrate my entire experiential baseline. But don't you think for one moment that your little trick will work? Nobody fools Wen Ts'Ai. You shan't conceal this mediocre experience beneath the reek of tile cleaner.
Alright. I am very eager to just pull out the gun and blow his head off right here, right now. But yeah, he is not a pleasant guy at all. So what the...
I shan't say what they look like, but suffice to say, I'd expect to see such things in Bangkok. Filth! Stop it. Are you trying to kill me? Is this some sick joke? You know I am coming to visit your little establishment, and you decide, lovely.
Oh, he's rambling again, the same story.
Is that it?
But when it's a matter of being a critic, critic must not be. You could say critic must not be critical. Critic must appreciate whatever he is actually criticizing. He must have expertise and he must have appreciation towards it. Which means that if the food critic would have the appearance of malnourished concentration camp prisoner, I would not trust his reviewings about any places. And he doesn't look particularly well nourished. Well, I don't know. But there it is. Just, I guess I have to just wait and see what he's doing, if he does anything.
Anyway, Do I really have to repeat everything? No. I don't actually taste the food. I experience it. Don't you understand? It's vulgar to eat.
And there's so many ways I would love to make that guy die. Yes, they pay a lot of attention to making these targets very unlikable. At least in this case. And I think these missions are meant to be something like the regular daily job or whatever, regular occurrences of Agent 47's job work. Somebody dislikes somebody, so they get 47 to deliver some payback.
I can barely bring myself to look at this. God, the reek. The filthy blend of shades. I'm quite faint. Anyway, do I really have to repeat everything? No. I don't actually taste the food. I experience it. Don't you understand? It's vulgar to eat.
I see, sir, Mr. Wen.
If I only wanted to taste the food, I might as well have ordered takeout. That way, I might have spared myself the tacky decor.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what is this anyway? It looks like some horrid pastiche. Some nasty little brothel. No, that would be an insult to nasty little brothels.
Does that mean I should remove the food?
My God, man. Is your ineptitude complete?
I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Wen.
Oh, leave it. Believe me, if there was any way of judging the, and I use the term very lightly, merits of the cuisine without actually setting foot in this place, believe me, I would.
Yes, sir, Mr. Wen.
Yep, he really deserves whatever nasty fate 47 is about to deliver to him. Apparently the asshole gets moving once he has been sitting enough on his chair complaining. Well, there's the cake. Go and have a taste of it.
I am terribly sorry to interrupt, Chef Bernard, but may I introduce you to the famous...
Hey, what did I tell you about bringing
Please,
people down
sir,
here? This is a place of creation and contemplation. Can't work with all manner of amateurs wandering the place.
This is the food critic Wen Ts'Ai, sir.
Yeah, of course, and I'm Indo. Now, get out of my kitchen, you hear me?
I am Wen Ts'Ai. So thrilled to make your acquaintance.
Mr. Wen. Well, I'm not wearing my glasses today.
Oh, that would certainly explain. Only a blind man. It's such a travesty.
Yo, I've heard about you. Oh, if my incompetent staff had thought to let me know you were coming, I would have arranged a special presentation.
Oh, my dear Chef Bernard, I have seen more than enough already. Words cannot describe how I feel about your kitchen.
It looks very hygienic.
Perhaps you might care to experience my famous prawn soup?
No, I shall not be bought like some cheap travel blogger. I have standards. And you, Chef Bernard, are an offense to them all. I shall return to my table and await your next assault upon my senses.
What about a spicy beef salad or some fresh insect nymphs from Nong Kai? No?
That little shit. I hope he chokes on that little pie of his.
I think he's gonna choke on something. Because there was one quite inept cook adding some new kind of salt to the cake. But yeah, that guy is definitely very much worth of being killed. And not only because of him being an asshole, because people are usually not killed because of them being an asshole, but because of them being, well, because of them destroying and causing damage to other people. That is why is the Age of 47 has been hired to remove him out of this planet, which is quite timely. Most likely not timely enough, but still timely.
I can barely bring myself to look at this. God, the reek. The filthy blend of shades. I'm quite faint. So...
Hey, the bar's a mess. You're on cleaning duty.
Has 3 stars and things guide, sir.
That's your answer. Because your restaurant gets a favorable review.
Smile for that
by
extra
some
tip.
insufferable European. I'm sure a mention in that rag is the sign of a good restaurant.
Well, most people seem to...
I am not most people, you blithering fool, and I tell you that for nothing. In my experience, restaurants that are so insecure that they need to boast about their reviews tend to have something to hide. Well, we're about to find out all your dirty little secrets.
I suppose so, sir.
In that blistering little rant from that guy, well, so to say, whoever reads about his untimely death from newspaper is very, very, very happy, most likely laughing and snapping their heels together. But the one little grain of truth that he would have is that fact that if somebody boasts about their achievements or status, they most likely have something to hide or are not confident about them. That was the only little sliver of general truth or competence in his ramblings, because it's easy to insult and offend. I'm quite good at that, but it's hard. But it's much harder to be constructive, and that kind of guy should be constructive, not just insult and belittle, because to do that you don't need any skill at anything. You don't need to eat food, and hell, he even brags about it. He doesn't eat the food if he can avoid it. He just comes to the place and insults people, and yeah, not really pleasant guy. Hell, even Agent 47 is more pleasant person.
Waiter?
The juice has no life. How did you remove all the texture from this? What is this? Stop it. Are you trying to kill me? Is this some sick joke? You know I am coming to visit your little establishment, and you decide, lovely, let me utterly cack all over it. Is that it? Hey, you, over here.
Yes, sir?
Show me to the kitchen. This will not be allowed to stand.
Again? Yes. Maybe I should just call down and let him know you're coming?
Yes, again. Again! Take me there now.
Yes, sir, Mr. Wen. Follow me.
Well, looks like he's going once again to the kitchen to yell at the chef. Or in Finnish language, the term would be keittiömestari, which is to say master of kitchen or kitchen master. I think the master of kitchen would be better. They are basically the head cook, the guy in charge of all the chow making here. But I wonder, what kind of nationality is Mr. Wen Ts'Ai? The name implies Chinese origin. And maybe he is Hong Kong or Singapore. Maybe he is Chinese, but his accent does not appear like such. But maybe now he actually goes and tastes some of the food prepared in here. That was close. Way too close.
The contrast, the sheer presence of the thing. I cannot look upon it.
Eat it. Choking on your own food by annoying food critic. Somehow that feels very just. And it's not the fact that he's not he being the only way overestimates his own expertise on the subject. No, that's the people like that they're a dime a dozen if you would use the fancy term or unfancy term. It's the fact that these kind of people can cause damage with that kind of thinking. So yeah, I'm kind of repeating myself, but well, many people will be very happy of that arrogant little ass being actually, you know, maybe something like to be shoveled away from this earth. Yep, he choked on his own food. He choked on food. Food critic, who was so proud that the fact that he doesn't eat the food was choked on food. It's almost ironic. Actually, it's just actually really fucking hilarious. And this way, just poisoning the cake and letting the way it simmer, it's very slow, but it works. So, time to leave with a boat. I don't know, is it part of the whole lease or something, but hey, 47 took the boat. With the fancy tones as well.